they pick me? I don't get it. Why won't the clients pick me when I just know that what I've got is as good or better than my competitor? Hello, it's tip number 2 on the 10 tips, 10 days. And this second tip is going to be the O in position, as you can see it here. Position is our acronym. The O is other options. And oftentimes we spend time talking about our competition and talking about the features, the benefits, the opportunities, the service, all the different things that we do better. Here's the problem. Clients don't think in competitors. They think in other options. That's the O. Most of the time, clients, when they're trying to solve a problem, are not thinking about who can do this better. They're thinking, how can my problem get solved? And they have other options that are not your competitors. In fact, a lot of people start with other options that have nothing to do with your competitors. So, for example, let's say I'm a lawn service, okay? And I can come out and I can do the whole lawn, the landscaping. We can water, we can trim bushes, we can rake, do all those things, right? Now, if I'm a homeowner, I can either do the work myself on the weekends and lose my Saturday. Okay. I can find a teenager in the neighborhood and pay them to come, do yard work. Okay. Or, I can even just skip it all together. And I'm that guy on the lots I'm the guy in the neighborhood with a lot that it's always grows tall and, weeds. I just don't do anything. I don't do any yard work. Okay. So those are all three other options that a homeowner has that they're likely doing right now. They're doing one of them. They're looking for a new option, right? So it's your job to understand what the other options people are naturally doing. If you never existed and there was no competitors, what are the other things people are trying? That's how you speak to people, and that's how you understand what your market position is. Because your market position, often from like a educational standpoint, is how do you compare in the market to other competitive options? Well, I would dare to say that most customers don't think in that way until the very, very end, until they're down to, okay, who can solve this? Okay, I've got a couple options here. Who can do it the best? Then, of course, you need to list your features and your benefits and the things that you do better, right? But the 80 to 90% of communication that you do up until then should be talking to the things that they're already trying to do and figuring out why it's not working for them, figuring out why it's been such a problem. Because then when you know that, you can speak in a way to that one person that we talked about in the P in the first tip, which is this. I know that you're struggling with you've been hiring teenagers to cut your lawn, and they're unpredictable, and they just don't do as good a job as you would do. And they sometimes they show up, and sometimes they don't. And it's just a problem, right? So now you're speaking directly to the customer. So that is your tip for today: is go find out what your one person's other options are that they could solve the problem with, and start thinking that way when you write. All right. So jump in on this 10 tips, 10 days. Hashtag yourself if you haven't. Tag some people, get involved, get your stuff out in front of lots of people. And if you have any questions, let's talk about it down in the comments. What are the other options that you find that your customers have a problem with that you're not dealing with? Right? Is this a new concept, or is something old that you just need to revamp? All right, that's it for today, and we will see you in the next video.